All right, so we will begin our burning off of our stuff we don't want anymore on the summer solstice. So find your seats, your chairs. Yeah, sitting up nice and tall. You know, when you scoot forward, when you're sitting in your chair, just scooting forward engages your back muscles and your spine so that we just naturally have more of a tendency to have a better posture. Yeah, good. So this is today's summer solstice, and it's just such a nice time of year to burn off, the stories and the habits and the thought processes that we continue to carry, and then we acknowledge that, and then we forget, and then we're carrying them again. So this is a really nice time. We'll do some burning off of the old stuff, to start to welcome, because starting tomorrow, the sun starts to go back slowly back into darkness. So it's just at the peak of a time where you can contemplate what it is that you want to burn off. When you look at nature, I mean, if we just follow nature, um, during the change of the season, you see that there's hurricanes and there's fires and during the summer. And it's almost nature burning off all the dead stuff, all the stuff, cleansing. I mean, it is disastrous for, the human species and animal species, but it's necessary. They talk about forest fires and how they're necessary for new growth. So that's what we'll do today is just burn off our stuff that no longer serves us so we can have new growth. So we're going to start with uh, Kapalabhati breathing. So first of all, let's shake. Let's shake, shake, shake. Shake your head. Close your eyes. Just shake whatever you want to shake off on your. Notice how your body's feeling today. What little tweak might we have today? Maybe we don't have one. Yeah, always changing, always changing. Yeah, and relax. Good. All right. So we're going to go to that area where there are little inner flame is our inner fire. So nature, the summer solstice, the sun, right, is the flame that keeps us alive, basically, right, and keeps animals and plants and humans alive on this planet. And we also, though, in yoga, they teach us that we have an inner fire. All of us have this inner fire. It's right below our navel. So imagining like a little fire there. So we're going to put our hands on our belly and we're going to do some Kapalabhati breaths. Now, if you just ate breakfast or just ate food, you want to do it slowly, right? Because this is going to get your digestive tract also, burning and cleansing too. So, and basically what we want to do is just concentrate. When we exhale, the belly draws in. When we inhale, we relax the body. That when we inhale and we relax the belly, that's like across the board. I was just doing some Tai Chi yesterday, and their classic breath is when you breathe in, expand the belly, just like yoga. Breathe in, expand the belly. That allows us to get so much oxygen in. And then when we're going to breathe out through the nose, we're going to breathe out quickly and draw the belly back. It's almost like you're blowing your nose. And then don't even think about the inhale breath. That'll happen naturally. You ready? Okay. And you can do this with eyes open. If you need to watch, you can do it with eyes closed. Good. So let's take a cleansing breath in. Spine is nice and tall. And let's take a cleansing breath out through the mouth. Yeah, just let the heat out. Good. And now we're going to take a cleansing breath in. Let the belly expand, and we're going to blow it out the nose as you draw your belly back. Just continue on. Breathing in and out quickly, really exaggerating, drawing that belly back. And then relax the breath. Yeah. You might start to feel some gurgling in your gut area. Yeah, that's getting things moving. Good. This burning off these stories that we no longer really want to carry and don't need to carry. Yeah, good. All right, we'll do another round. So take a cleansing breath in and let it go. Ah, good. And then take a deep breath in and breathe out as you draw in. Again, you can go slow, you can go medium, you can go even faster. But really exaggerating the movement of that belly. Imagine that little flame is starting to build, starting to get bigger. And relax. Bringing your hands up on your lap and just feel the effects of that breath. Also energizes the body. So again, just imagine all these stories that we define ourselves by, and that don't serve us. Just let them burn away. You know, we have these premonitions, I am this, I am that, I am this. And each day we can start new and fresh. Yeah, good. All right. And then bringing your hands down onto your lap, finding your posture. We're going to take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Stretch your shoulders back. Good. And then on an inhale breath, roll your head over to one side and up. And over to the other side. Yeah. Getting just nice and slow and stretchy. And just releasing, again, burning off all the stiffness that we carry in our body. And when our mind is stiff, so is our body. And when our body is stiff, so is our mind. So let's just get loose, burn it all off today. Next time the head comes forward, pause and reverse, go the opposite direction. Little smile on the face that you brought yourself to yoga today. To have that awareness and that intention. Yes, to just live this life from this day forward, all the days that we have left, in peace and harmony and calm. Yeah, compassion. Good. Next time that your head comes forward, pause and then press down into your feet. Slowly bring the head back up. Relax your arms down. You can feel free to just flutter your eyes open if you'd like, or keep them closed. Let's just roll the shoulders. So inhale, bring the shoulders forward and up, and exhale back and down. And forward and up, and back and down. Let's do one more. 100%, maybe a little bit bigger. Down. Yeah. We're all doing our gardening now, right? So let's get those shoulders and neck and all of that. Let's reverse. Nice and loose. Good. And relax. Good. On an inhale breath, just gently float your arms out, flip your palms up, and bring your hands to your shoulders. Good. A lot of shoulder work when we're gardening and doing summer task stuff. Yeah, bring your elbows forward, reach them up as high as you can. Press into your feet to reach the elbows up and reach them back and down and forward and up and back and down. And one more, forward and up and back and down. Relax. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. Good. Nice and slow, mindful. Getting a lot of little snap, crackling, and popping. Evidently my shoulders are tight. Next time that elbows come down, relax, release the arms down, gently shake out. Shake out the body. Yeah, shake, shake, shake it out. Good. Now nice and tall again on an inhale breath. Just gently float your arms. Take a big breath in. Breathe in that air. That also stokes our fire, our inner fire. Exhale, release through the nose. Yeah, blow out all the stale air. Inhale, try to marry the arms as they get to the top. That's when the inhale comes to its peak. And as we exhale, we're exhaling. And as we get to the bottom, all the breath comes out. Let's do one more. Inhale. Big breath in, taking as much as you can. And exhale. And relax. And roll out your shoulders. Good. All right, bringing your hands onto your lap. On an inhale breath, lift your heart, lift your chin, open up your front body. And exhale, slide your hands forward, relax your head down, stretch your spine gently towards the back of your chair. Press into your feet, hands slide up, reach your elbows back, look up. Exhale, slide your hands forward, bow your head. And then slowly come back up, stretching the spine. Also, when we're doing a lot of walking and gardening and task work during this time of year, that gravity on our spine, is not necessarily our friend. So we're gonna stretch our spine in Cobra. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, hinge forward. Place your forearms or your elbows onto your thighs. Look down between your hands. Slide your arms back, your elbows back, as you reach gently the crown of your head forward. And just imagine all the space in your spine. Yeah. Just stretching the spine long, just enjoying this lengthening of our spine. Good. And you're breathing as you're stretching, tucking your tailbone down onto the chair a little bit. Yeah. Feel that nice elongation, your back muscles, your spine. And then exhale, relax the whole body. Keep your arms where they are. Yeah. And then press down into your feet and then lift your heart and look forward. Yeah, look up. Good. A little back bend for the spine. And then exhale, release the head back down. I love doing Cobra seated. It's just so nice. Good. And then slide one hand back, slide the other hand back, press down into your thigh. Slowly bring your body back up. All right. Little seated sun salutation now to honor the sun, out in its glory, in its fullness today. Yeah. Albeit a little hot, but but the sun is out. Yes. We're going to bring our hand into prayer position. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, release your hands down. Keep a nice tall spine. Inhale, press into your feet to reach your arms out and up, as if you want to just hold on to that ball of fire up there. Yeah. And then exhale, turn your palms out as your arms float down, hinge forward, and land your hands onto your lap. Good. And then inhale, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, release the head back down. Good. Clasp behind your right knee. On an inhale breath, press into your feet. Start to bring the body back up and hug that right thigh into your belly. Yeah, that digestive fire is, yeah. And then exhale, just release that down. Hinge forward, back to forward fold. And then clasp behind the other knee. On an inhale breath, press into your feet. Reach your thigh into your belly, squeeze it. And exhale, release that down and forward fold. Good. Press down into your feet as you inhale. Slowly release your hands off your lap. Draw them out and up. And bring the palms together above your head. And exhale your hands back to your heart. Do that one more time. Let your breath guide the movements. Yeah, just marry your breath with movement. Take a breath in, exhale, release down. Inhale, press into your feet, out and up. Look up even now and maybe lean back slightly. Coming back up. Exhale, turn your palms out. Dive, arms out as you hinge forward. Hands can be on your thighs. Come forward just to where it's comfortable for you. Inhale, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, release your head back down. Clasp behind your left knee now. On an inhale breath, hug that left side in. And exhale, release it down, forward fold, hinge forward. Clasp behind the other knee now. Inhale, slowly come up, hug that knee in, squeeze it, yeah. And exhale, release that down and forward fold. Good. And on an inhale breath, press into your feet as your arms circle, sweep out and up. Just honoring that beautiful sun that keeps us alive. And exhale, hands to heart. Yeah. And relax. What a miracle our little world is, right? I mean, it's just everything's set up for us to be humans on this little ball. So, miracles just, are amazing. They're all around us. Good. Okay, we're going to get into our this area right below your navel, but finding that flame. And we're going, that's our core, right? And we're going to work our core a little bit here. So we are scooted forward in your chair. If you're not at this point, scoot a little forward. Yeah, your hip bones are nice and grounded on your chair. We're going to lay our hands onto our chest. We're going to go into boat pose, right? So I want you to bring all the energy here. We're going to draw that low belly back as we lean back. So first start with a nice tall spine. Good. If you want to lift your heels up, that will make it a little bit more challenging. Yeah. And then look up, lift the chin slightly. Take a breath in. As you exhale, start to hinge back. Your back is perfectly straight, like a 2x4 piece of wood. Yeah. And so it's almost like your top of the shoulders is fishing for the back of your chair, but you're not going to find it. And just go as far back as is comfortable. Tug that low belly in and breathe here. So all the focus is on that solar, that little flame, and we're drawing it back and we're breathing. It's hard to breathe in this. If your neck is feeling too much strain, you can chuck your chin down towards your chest. Smile and breathe. 3 more breaths. You got this, ladies and gentlemen, if there's anybody there. Yeah. And breathe. 2. And breathe. 1. Good. Inhale, slowly come back up. Good. And exhale, release your hands down. And go ahead and just wiggle everything. Just release the tension that might have built up there in that strengthening pose. Yeah, good. And finally, beautiful poses for this solar plexus fire is twist. So we're gonna again hinge forward, grab behind the right knee. Inhale, hug it in again, maybe a little closer. Let's do a couple circles for our feet that take us everywhere in. Yes, good. And then if it's comfortable for you to cross over, you can cross at your ankles if this is uncomfortable. Good. Relax your arms down. On an inhale breath, circle, sweep your arms out and up again. Inhale, stretch the hands up. Feel that stretch on the side of your rib cage. Exhale, relax your shoulders, even though the arms are up, right? Relax the body. And then start to turn. You can press into your left foot to start to turn to the right. Relax your arms down. So now the forearm of the left hand is on the outside, pressing into that right thigh. Left hand just rests right behind your right hip, your right hand. Yes. Pressing down into the back of your chair. Take a nice big breath in, get nice and tall first. Exhale, relax the spine. Press into that left forearm, turn to the right. And breathe. Like we were doing that Kapalabhati where you breathe in and the belly rises and you breathe out as the belly draws back. Maybe you turn a little bit more. So good for our internal organs. Yes. Stretching our back, gently stretching our spine. If anything never doesn't feel good, just let up a little bit, right? You've gone too far. 2 more breaths here. So lots and lots of water today, flushing out the toxins that we're loosening up. Yeah, and relax. And slowly bring the body back forward. Good. And release. We flush them out. If we have a lot of water, we get them out quicker. Otherwise, they sort of remain in there for a little while. Sometimes we don't feel so good if there's a lot of toxins in our body wanting to come out. So, especially this time of year, especially in this heat, more water than you're used to. Yeah. Hinging forward. Now, other side. Inhale, squeeze that belly. Let's do a couple circles in one direction and other direction. Good, nice and mindful. Good. And then crossing here. This doesn't feel good. Cross at your ankles. Relax your arms down. Bind shoulders back and down. Nice tall spine. Turn palms out. Press into that right foot as you reach your arms out and up on this side. Stretch up tall. And relax. Now the shoulders, just let them relax down. Press into that left foot, your right foot rather, to turn to the left. And then relax the arms down. Nice tall spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, press into the outside of that left thigh. And then that left hand can be placed down behind your left hip, gently pressing down. And just find your twist here. Yeah. The palm on the chair behind the hip is like a nice brace for the spine. Yeah, in the back. Good. So belly breath. 2 more. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Massaging the belly. And then on an exhale breath, now relax the body. Slowly turn the head back forward. Slowly turn the body back forward. Good. And then gently uncross here and wiggle it out. Just move the body however gently it feels nice to move. Yeah. Good. And then we'll do some standing. Yes, if you like. You can feel free to always remain in your chair. So heels back, spine straight, head above spine, hinging forward. Good. And on a big inhale breath. So let's take a breath in. Exhale it out all the way. And on a big inhale breath, press into your heels and slowly come to a stand. Good. Find your way to the back of your chair. You can scoot it forward. You can scoot it out to the side. Yeah. And let's just move the body. Yeah. I have tight hips today. So just wiggle it out, whatever feels comfortable for you. Yeah, shake it off. Shake it off. Yeah. All right. Another kind of a cool thing to do is today at some point, or tomorrow, writing down things that you don't want to, again, thought processes, relationships, whatever it is that you want to burn off, like get rid of, bring it into ashes. It's in a safe way. You can write it down, crumble it up, and in a safe, fireproof dish or in your sink, you can just light it on fire and watch it turn to ashes and done. Yeah, but do that very mindfully and safely. Kind of a cool thing to do sometimes. Right, but you don't want it today. It's dry and it's windy, and don't do it outside. All right, let's bring our legs a little wider apart. Just let the body be loose. Check it out. I've been the last, several weeks, I've been noticing, just like stopping occasionally and noticing if there's mindfully saying, is my belly relaxed? Are my shoulders relaxed? And it's amazing how many times it's like, no, they were not relaxed. Like, and you don't think that you're walking around in tenseness, right? So just that reminder of, okay, shoulders, are you relaxed? Belly, are you relaxed? Mostly those two things, right? Those two. Yeah. And now inhale to one side, exhale to the other. Ha. Inhale through the nose, let it out the mouth. Ah. 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 Now, as we're going, at some point, reverse the exhale. Ah. 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 Reverse the side that you were exhaling, is what I should say. Ha. And if you get confused and you can't figure it out, don't worry about it. Just sigh that out. Yeah, it was good brain work just trying to figure that out. Ha. And come back to center. Good, good, good. All right. Feet back to hip distance apart. Good. Nice mountain pose. Find your mountain. Yeah, good. On an inhale breath, reach the arms out and up. Stretch up tall. On an exhale breath, fan your arms out as they come down. Hinge forward. Land your hands either on your thighs or your shins. Whatever is feeling best on your body. Good. And then on an inhale breath, stretch come into half lift. So stretch the head forward, reach the tailbone back. Again, elongating that spine. Good. And then exhale, just relax the head down, soften the knees. Press down into your feet, start to slowly roll up. And once the shoulders are up, reach the arms out and up. Bring the palms together and exhale the hands to the heart. Good. All right, we're going to twist open here. Good. So softening the knees. Let's start with our arms down. Good. On an inhale breath, reach the arms out and up. And as you exhale, soften the knees and turn over to the right as you drop your arms halfway. Reach that left arm back. Inhale as you straighten the knees, bring the arms up and move forward. Exhale, soften the knees. Reach to the other side, to the left. Reach that right arm back. Inhale, straighten the knees. Reach up. One more round. Exhale, reach that left arm back. Turn to the right. Inhale, up, forward, arms up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Right arm back. Inhale, slowly come forward, reach up, bring your palms together, and exhale. Just let your arms float down through the center of your body and relax. Good. And let's roll out the shoulders. Good. Relax, bring them coming back to your mountain pose. Let's bring our hands onto our heart. And let's just close our eyes. Yeah. Good. And this is just contemplating this time of transformation. That's so good for us. The clearing, the cleansing. Yes. Transforming. The season is transforming. We're constantly transforming. It's bringing that awareness to positive transformation. Okay. And opening the eyes, bringing your hands now into Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Okay, we're going to just do a little modified sun salutation, standing now. So take a breath in. As you exhale, relax the arms down. Good. Press into your feet. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Reach up tall, lean back slightly. Exhale as you swan dive forward. Yes. Good. Hands either on shins or thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, stretch the hands forward, reach the tail back. Exhale, forward fold. Press down into your feet. Inhale, slowly come up, reach the arms out and up. Bring the palms together and exhale, hands to heart. Good. Now we're going to step out and just bow forward. So make sure that you have space. Yes, so that you can bow forward. Good. So again, nice tall spine. On an inhale breath, step out to the right. Lift your heart, look up. Exhale, soften the knees. Drop your arms forward, down in front, and then up and back. Yeah. And then on a big inhale breath, slide as gracefully as you can back to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, step out. Exhale, bow in reverence to the sun. Draw the arms back and lift them up towards the sky. And then on an inhale breath, just gracefully bring yourself back to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Just do that one more time. Take a breath in. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, circle, sweep out and up. Lift the heart, look up, maybe lean back slightly. Exhale, come back up. Swan dive forward. Bringing your hands onto shins or thighs. Inhale, stretch the spine long, head forward, tail back. Exhale, forward fold. Press down into your feet, slowly bring the body back up. Reach the arms out and up. Bring the palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. On an inhale breath, this time we're going to step to the left. Exhale, bow forward. Arms down, and then reach back and up. Nice stretch for our shoulders. Inhale, slide everything back to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, step out to the right. Exhale, bow forward. Reach down, back and up. Inhale, slide together. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Just close your eyes here. Feet hip distance apart. And just notice. And just maybe bring something into mind that your little fire that's now lit is burning off. Something simple. And then slowly open the eyes, relax the arms down. Good. And move the body to shake it off. Shake, shake, shake. Yeah. So much about life is just about awareness, right? A mindfulness. How am I feeling? Do I have control of this? Most of the time, that check mark is done. Nope. Can I let it go? If you do have control of it, where can I take action? Like, how can I take action? And just do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. Yeah. And we'll be just so much happier. Yeah. Okay. So let's come into, work our hands a little bit. So let's stretch our hands forward. Bring your hands into fists and rotate your fists. Also really good for our garden hands. And then reverse, opposite direction. Good. Bring your fingers up now. Take your left hand onto the pads of your right fingers and stretch your fingers back. Yeah, elbow is pretty straight and have a soft bend in it. Good. Stretching the bottom of your wrist. And then relax and do the other side. Stretch the left fingers back. And then release. And now hands out, reach both fingertips down and towards your body, stretching the top of your hands. and relax. And shake out your hands, just let them flop around. Yeah, let your wrists be loose, let your hands be loose. Yeah. So many people, like, it's hard to move just your wrists and your hands. Let's bring our elbows next to our body, our arms next to our body. Stretch your fingers wide, and then bring them into a fist. And stretch your fingers wide, and bring them into a fist. Shake it out. Good. And then reach your arms out. Good. And just move the fingers forward and back. Good. Another little detoxification with our arms in a T. Good. And release it down. And roll out the shoulders. Finding our mountain pose again. Just nice, tall spine, heart lifted. On an inhale breath, reach the arms out and up. Bend the elbows, interlace your hands above your head. Steeple your pointer fingers, and then bring the arms in line with the head so that elbows are not forward as much as you can. Yeah. And then press down into your feet, your toes, to stretch your pointer fingers up towards the sky. Kali Mudra. Kali Mudra is like a little flame, right? And it helps us to burn off, get rid of old patterns. Yeah. Good. Now take a nice big breath in. On an exhale breath, just gently lean over to the right. Stretching the left side, press down into your left foot. Yeah. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, gently go over to the other side. And inhale, come up and over to the other side. Just like there's a gentle, cool breeze come up that's blowing us side to side. Belly's tucked in. That little flame, where your little flame is, tuck that in. Yeah. And last one here. Good. Come back up and exhale, bend the elbows, release your hands down. Just let your arms float through space. Feel the temperature of the air on your skin. Feels pretty warm today. Yeah. And roll it out. Shake it out. Good. Let's bring our feet a little bit wider apart. Soften our knees, and let's just do some hip circles. Nice and relaxed. Good. And other direction. Good. And come back to center. Good. All right, we're going to do our tree pose. Great. So let's come to the side of our chair. Have your chair handy. There's different options. We're just going to talk about different options of where we want our legs. Sometimes, an option is to use your chair, and you can have your leg onto your chair as you're doing your tree pose, right? Other options are, and that's going to be the inside leg. Other options are what you're, familiar with, probably toe, your toe on the floor, knee outside, and then, coming into the ankle or shin or the upper thigh. Yeah, not your knee. So decide where you want your legs today. Yeah, good. All right, so find your tree legs. Nice tall spine, find a spot to stare at. Good. And then if it's available to you, release your hands and bring them into prayer position in front of your heart. Maybe pressing into your palms slightly, that can help with your balance. Good. If you feel like you want to grow further, grow your branches up towards the sky. All these trees are in full bloom now. Yeah, good. And different options if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge. You can either soften your gaze, look through your eyelashes, and a little bit of wobble is good. And if you sort of tumble out a little bit, just slowly come back in. Yeah, you can close your eyes, or you can lift your gaze and look up to where the ceiling meets the wall. And it's a breezy day today, so if you want to move your branches side to side, feel free to do that. Just challenge yourself a little bit. Yeah. Again, you want to feel that wobble, that so many tiny little core muscles that are engaging to keep you upright. Yeah. Okay, good. And now come back to stillness. Open the eyes if you close them. Bring yourself back to that drishti gaze. Bring your palms together above your head. Find that little flame above your head. Slowly float your hands down to your heart. Yeah. And then release your leg. Good. So actually a really great pose for so many things. To the other side. For balance, for strengthening our legs, right? For bone density, because we're bearing all of our weight on one leg. Yeah. And so it's great for our bones. Yeah. And it's also bringing us into the present moment. And that's where we're always most comfortable, no matter what's going on in your life. If you're in the present moment, you're not in anxiety. Anxiety is all about thinking about what if. Yeah. So even if you're in a bad situation, you're in the present moment. Yes, it's rough. It's, scary, maybe challenging, but you're not in anxiety because you're not thinking about up there, over there, right? You're thinking about here. Let's do this side. So whatever you did on the other side, try to mirror it on this side. So again, an option is just something fun to, you can be here for your tree. It's a little bit more of a hip opener. Yeah. Or you can on the outside leg. Do whatever it is that we did on the other side. And if that's not working on this side, just do whatever is comfortable on this side. Nice tall spine. Find your little drishti gaze. Yes. Lifting the heart, having good posture helps your balance. And then letting go and maybe bringing the palms together and gently pressing them. That might help. Good. If you can bring your branches up towards the sky, you can do that. Tuck the belly in and up. Will also stabilize that core. And then again, either softening your gaze, closing your eyes. If you want to lift the head slightly, find your challenge. Not too much, not too little. If you want the breeze to blow in your branches on this side, feel free. All these little life challenges, and smile through it, breathe through it. Don't stop breathing. Good. And then come to stillness. Opening the eyes if you close them, bringing the head back to center, bringing your palms together above your head, floating your hands down to your heart, and then releasing your leg. Nice and slow, nice and easy. And shake it out. Good. All right, coming into a tiny little back bend here. So I know it's hot. Back bends are usually warming, but because we're doing this solar, solstice, summer solstice, the theme here is just to burn it all off. So we're going to do a standing camel pose, little back bend. Good. So sliding your hands back. If it's available to you, bring your palms onto your low back, just supporting your sacrum. If that's too much, clasp your hands behind your back. Bring your pointer fingers down for that Kali Mudra. So either one, yeah. So just supporting your low back here, if you're here within camel, yeah. Softening the knees, reaching your elbows back, feeling that heart open, right? Your thyroid open, good. And then lifting your chin up slightly. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, reach your elbows a little further back. If your hands are on your hips in camel and not in Kali Mudra, you can gently press your hips forward a little bit if there's space. And maybe start to look up towards the ceiling. And breathe. And opening up that whole front body. Feel this even down into your belly. 2 more breaths, you've got it. And then relax, slowly bring the head back forward, straighten the knees, slide your hands down your glutes. And you can even do a little massage. Sometimes that feels good. If you have a a little bit of a tender back or tight glute muscles, just give yourself a little massage before the arms drop down and come out. Yeah, self-massage is amazing. You know, just feels so good. Speaking of that, let's bring our hands to the side of our waist and just go up and down your waist. And feel free to close your eyes here. Notice how nice that feels to give yourself. Our skin is our largest organ. We don't think of it as an organ, but it's alive and it's full of energy points, nerves, yes, sensations, and then relax. Roll out the shoulders. Open the eyes if you close them. Good. All right, let's make our way back to our chairs. And next, we're gonna linger in a hip opener here. So I'm being selfish today because my hips are tight, so we're opening up our hips. All right, we can always use to open up our hips, I think. Yeah. All right, so sitting down mindfully, know the drill, right? Leading with your hips reaching back. Yeah, go as far as is comfortable. Pause there, take an awareness of where your body is. And as you exhale, send your hips a little further back, bring your hands onto your chair, and as softly as you can, land your hips on the chair. Yeah, good. All right, we're gonna position our hips forward in our chair again. Again, it's almost like as if you sitting at the front of your chair gives you automatic good posture. Yeah, good. Okay, so coming into hip opener. So take a nice big breath in. Exhale, lean forward, grab behind the right knee. Good. On an inhale breath, hug that knee in one more time. Squeeze that right side. Let's point and flex our foot here. Good. And we're going to start with crossing our leg, right? To come into our hip opener. Good. And then from here, if you have space, you're going to slide your knee up and just let it drop. So wherever it lands, wherever it's comfortable, a little higher up on your leg is a little less intense. If you're on the side of your foot up here, that's pretty big hip opener. So just find where it's comfortable for you. And this might be enough. Like it feels today for me, this is enough, right? And let's just get a nice tall posture. You can always cross at your ankles too, yeah. And just rock like you're rocking a little baby side to side. And start to open up and say hello to that right hip. Good. Nice and easy. Good. It's important to keep posture because you can, you know, if you're hunched forward, you don't feel the stretch as much. So lift that heart. Good. And now lift the toes and notice where that stretch feels, where you feel that. Yeah, good. And then keeping that nice tall posture as you exhale, hinge forward, keeping the chest up, keeping the gaze up. You're hinging at your hips and just come to where you can land comfortably with a stretch. And then you can bring the gaze and relax your gaze down. Float your hands up off your leg. Just lay them nice and gently onto that leg. Relax your shoulders. Good. Close your eyes. And find nice, long, slow, deep breaths. So inhaling, imagining the oxygen, the air, the energy going into that tightness. And as you exhale, just allow something to relax. Your fingers, your shoulders, your hip, yeah, your jaw, as if your body becomes putty on the exhale breath. So take 2 more nice, slow, long breaths. Each time you exhale, can your body drop a little further towards the floor and find a little bit more space to stretch a little deeper. Notice if any tension's starting to build and see if you can just mindfully relax that. On an inhale breath now, find your left foot. Press down into your left foot. Slowly bring the body back up. Nice and slow. Good. And then help guide that leg up and off. Such a nice stretch if you go for a walk, to do that after a walk. If you're doing a lot of yard work, gardening, things that are, tough on the body, to come inside, take a nice big cool drink of water if you like cold water, or a room temperature water, because that hydrates you faster, and do this stretch, to get your hips to open. All right, other side. So lifting that up, hugging it in, point and flex. Keep a nice tall posture while you have hold of your leg. And then on this side, if it's comfortable, start with crossing over. Sometimes it's just easier to come into that figure 4 this way. Yeah. And then lift the knee up and just let it drop where it drops. Mine's not dropping very far. Good. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. Good. Exhale, relax. You can bring the gaze, start to, actually, let's lift the toe. Yeah. And let's rock this side to side a little bit, starting to warm up the opening of the hip. Yeah, releasing, allowing the body with this nice little rock to say, it's okay. You don't have to hold on to all the old stories that you've been holding on to anymore. Yeah, and then come to a pause. And now take a breath in. Big breath in, lift the chest, relax the hands. Exhale, send your belly forward, hinge forward at your hips. As far as you can go comfortably. Let the gaze, let the head just look down. You can close your eyes. Yeah, and notice where you might be holding tension. Just wiggle your fingers and notice that now your arms relax, your shoulders relax. And 3 big breaths here. And each time you exhale, let the body just soften forward. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders, relax the hip. Just enjoy the stretch and notice a difference on this side from the other side. Okay. Just softening a little bit further forward with each exhale breath. Letting go, right? Burning off, clearing. And then on an inhale breath, now when you're ready, find that right foot, press into that as you slowly float the body back up. Yeah, felt good to linger in that, didn't it? And release. Okay. A nice tall spine, butterfly the legs, let loose. Good. And last pose here before Shavasana. So we're gonna relax our arms down. We're gonna draw your arms back a little bit and then take your left hand and grab onto your right wrist back there. Yeah. And you can gently drag your right arm towards the back of the chair, straightening it a little bit. Good. Take a nice big breath in, lift the heart, look up. This is Yoga Nidra. And as you exhale, just let the body drop forward. Stretch your right arm back as the body just drops forward to wherever it lands. Close your eyes and take a couple breaths here. Stretching that right arm back. Breathing. And exhales, relaxing your exhale breaths. Okay. And then dragging that hand back. As you start to lift up, press into your feet. And back up to seated. And release your hand back behind you. Shake it out. and get ready for final relaxation. That's such a key thing. You know, so many of us do so many things that we know that they're good for us. But the most important thing is, do we rest appropriately? Not, I'm just talking about sleep, but during the course of your day or taking a day off, right? And just reading or doing nothing or just taking a little walk, or just like really mindfully relaxing. So let's relax, sitting back, spine supported, palms up on your lap, and feel free to lay down, close your eyes. Just notice what happens when you just simply close your eyes. Come inside. Let that flame start to cool. We'll do a couple Shatali breaths. It's a cooling breath. So we're just going to be on the inhale breath. We're going to be opening our mouth slightly. The tongue's relaxed at the bottom of your mouth. And we're going to let the breath ride across the wet tongue to cool off our breath. And then we'll close and breathe out the nose. Yeah, if you can roll your tongue too on the inhale breath. So let's take a cleansing breath in through the nose. Let it out. And 3 breaths here. Open your mouth slightly or roll your tongue and inhale. Through the mouth, close your mouth. Pause. Exhale through your nose. All the way. 2 more. Inhaling through the mouth. Feel that breath ride across the wet tongue, cooling you off. Close the mouth to re-wet the tongue. And blow out the nose slowly. And 1 more at your own pace. And let it go out the nose. And then now closing the mouth, relaxing the body. Bringing a little smile to your face that you brought yourself here on this beautiful day for yoga and meditation now. Relaxing the shoulders. Letting the arms relax. The fingers. Feel the heart soften. Feel your flame below your navel. Softly, slowly diminishing, but always there, ready at any time you need to burn off, to reignite. Relax the legs, the feet, the toes. Just allowing the body to let go of all of your efforts now, to cool down. To invite change, new growth, joy, faith. Knowing I am this. This is who I am. Feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. Should you choose to come back now slowly into this space and time, begin to wiggle your toes and fingers, gently waking your body back up. Sway the body side to side. Coming back to stillness. Floating your hands now into prayer position and resting them onto your beautiful heart. Take a nice big deep breath in, fill the belly, fill the heart. And as you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips, let go. And we'll close practice today with this. I must be willing to give up what I am in order to become what I will be. When you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, gently begin to flutter the eyes open, letting the light in slowly as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and sharing in this beautiful practice together today, this beautiful energy that we have on this day. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.